Hello everyone, welcome to Sheridan, Oregon. I just want to do a little tour for you. So here is a sign that says there's no skateboarding, no bicycles, no smoking allowed on public sidewalks, mostly in the first stages, the first 2 blocks or so of West Main and East Main, and I believe also on the north and south part of Bridge Street, because it's access to the public, and it was just a way of trying to make the air cleaner and going from there. So Sheridan, from my understanding, is broke up in several sections, but I'll give you a little tour. Here is the Yamhill River. It's one of the things that I know the city uses when it comes to water for people. Here was the Mason's Lodge, which totally collapsed on itself because of how old it was. So right now I'm approaching the intersection of Bridge and Main. And you can see right here, we are very, very, patriotic, of our town. So here is the J.J. Thompson Building. You can see right here, it says history of the building right here. And you can see the Wallace CPA. There's a phone number in case you need to do your tax and payroll. There's Susan Jones Aesthetics, which is really good because what's really cool is she has a balcony where you can go get your nails done. No loitering, violation will be prosecuted. So loitering, for people who don't know, is as if you are standing around, no real reason to, but when you're doing public photography, it is legal in the state of Oregon. Anyone who tries to intimidate you or go after you for that, they're in violation of Oregon Statute 166025 for creating alarm and panic. Here is the bridge. There's a weight limit on this bridge, so it's advised for trucks, depending on your axles and your weight, to not cross because it has been refurbished. You can see the railing right here. I think it was done in 2008. There should be a golden plaque on here somewhere. What I was saying is the town is about, probably 6,000, but 2,000 to 3,000 of it is inmates of the federal prison. So yeah, this bridge was constructed in 1939. The South Yamhill River was dedicated with public money. It was redone. So on my left here is the Sheridan Hometown IGA. That is the main place where a lot of people get their groceries. There are some places like Center Market, which are really small businesses. They also do that. But mostly it's the Sheridan IGA. Across there is the Herbert Park. It's mostly not used much. There's the Classic Cowboy, which was a building that was by Sunshine Cafe quite a while back. So there's another sign that shows the bicycle riding, skateboard, smoking, vaping is prohibited according to city ordinances. So quickly over here is the Benny Huey's Chinese restaurant, which is really good, by the way. Love the people. I'm going to be crossing. Yep, there's some nice people right there. Thank you. There's still some people that are going to run me over, so that's awesome. Here's the Country Bargains. I'll do a quick little in-depth detail about it, but it's like a dollar store. They actually had some water out, which is really cool for people. Here's an antique shop owned by my wife's relatives. And they have some really cool knickknacks in there. But yeah, here's the building. This was the classic cowboy barbecue, but it was also home to Sheridan Pizza Co., which was that building down there. But because the back of it collapsed, because it's close to the river, it caved in on the back. So they moved over here. They didn't do so well. Well, Figaro's was a big reason why. And then Sunshine Cafe was before that, and they were really good. They've been there for years. So yeah, here is the Herbert Memorial Park. So here was when the forklift went in here, one of those big forklifts, and the back part of it just collapsed in there, so it was up at a 45-degree angle approximately. Here was that square was originally a boards that had a tree in there, and they actually decorated the tree for Christmas, which was pretty cool. So yeah, here it says no smoking or alcohol beverage allowed. This is the Herbert Memorial Park. It's open to the public from dawn to dusk. There are some rules here. No peddling, no smoking, no pets, no garbage receptacles. Park users should be liable for damages. Municipal Code 12.24 was really interesting. Was there were signs before, and I think there's still one at the park that's in the center of town. It said no. There's a big line that just crossed it out. I'm willing to bet that was firearms, but according to the state of Oregon, if you have a concealed carry permit, you are exempt from going into public parks as long as it's concealed on you and you're not lifting your shirt intentionally to intended people, which is brandishing, which is a crime in itself. It's punishable because you're causing a disturbance. So this was the Mason's Lodge. It had a really beautiful mural, which this town is really known for. But you can definitely see it collapsed. You can still see the structure, the foundation essentially, and how it's close to the sidewalk right there. And the whole entire gut of the building just fell down to the river. Let's see what else. There's some vandalism with missing bricks. So here is the antique store. I think, oh, here we go. Yeah, so the history of the OK Barbershop and Baths. It's been here for quite a while. Since 1914 by Fred B. Sackett, which is a very common name in the history of Sheridan. There's also another information about the building. So I'm at 132 South Bridge Street, and I believe the barbecue place was 128 South Bridge Street. But yeah, the Sacketts were really known for this area. We'll go ahead and get off that part, just go on here. But yeah, they have really cool stuff. Antiques, they got some saw blades, relics, old lantern right there, some Coke bottles right there, shave ice. And up here is the County Bargains every day. I will definitely put phone numbers in there if you need to call them, and if they have questions, so they can be able to answer your questions to help them with their businesses. So yeah, we're ready for the 4th of July right here. So what I know, the most popular 4th of July that's in the area is Willamina, which is a town that's close to us. It's very competitive with sports. They have the best parade, fireworks and all. So this was the history of the red and white store. So the Downs had a grocery store. I don't know if Sackett built it, but it was a grocery store. And over there is the grocery store now, which I would imagine wasn't here when this building was erected. And now we have a grocery store there. But the ironic thing is the people who own the Sheridan IGA own this store. So how fitting that it is still part of a grocery store in a sense, because they do sell some stuff here for people. So you can see right here is no U-turn. Just for people that are from California and Washington, you must understand you cannot U-turn unless it says permitted And you cannot U-turn city limits. So here is the history of the Sackett Wright Insurance Building. So this was Realty in 1914 by the Sacketts. Now it is the Museum for Sheridan History. The museum was actually located down over this section, but they moved over here. It's a bigger building, and this is all connected right here. Oh, this was the bakery too. Also, you can see Sackett. So Sackett's a very common name in this area. Here is the subway right here. This used to be owned by Jim's Trading Post, and it was vacant for quite a while. They used to have haunted houses in there when he sold the business. Now it is a subway. They refurbished it. Going from there, here is Figaro's Pizza. It is officially the Pizza of Sheridan at this time because, again, Sheridan Pizza Co. was down there. It was really popular. But then Figaro's was getting competitive, and then they realized that the pizza wasn't as good. So, and this used to be a bank. I believe it was U.S. Bank at the time. They're back. There is a vault still, so the vault is still there, but they use it for storage, which is pretty cool. And there's some specials. Again, looks like their hours are 11 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. and they accept credit cards. They don't accept checks. And let's see here. So right now I am on Monroe Street. Yep, Monroe. That's under surveillance. Cool. So Monroe's Event Center, and this is actually connected to right here. So there's no weapons allowed in this building except for law enforcement personnel. No smoking. And there you have surveillance right there. So this is connected to that. I don't see any information about historical information about that. So this is the Center Market. This is another place where people like to go and get deli, things like Crispitos, corn dogs, things like that. They also have cold beer, which is really cold and nice. And they have a no mask, no service sign right there. This is the IOF Lodge. And here's some information right here. It used to be a creamery. Oh, creamery. So they did ice cream and stuff like that. Gold Star ice cream. And it was for Sage Hauser of Sheridan. And he sold it to J.W. Downing. And now Rebecca's Lodge owns it and resides in here with their business, which is pretty cool. The history of the Rebecca Lodge, which I'll try and do a little bit right here. It's pretty cool stuff. Sheridan Lodge Fellows and the Ethel Rebecca Lodge, very active in the community. There's a sign right there. So they do the 6 feet distancing. There's cameras right there. They have an open lot right here. Well, not really open, it's closed to the public, but it's there. So now I'm at the intersection of Morgan on Monroe. I'm going to try and download this onto my YouTube so I can free this up and be able to do another video.